Hey guys, here's what a lot of people have been asking for, all about my tats. This was my first tattoo ever. I was 14 and I drew this out actually. This is for my grandma who I lived with. She died of kidney cancer, so I had to watch it all. It was the hardest thing I had to watch. But I put stay gold for the fact she was totally gold at the end. I don't know how she did it, but she is such a strong woman. She wasn't scared. She accepted the fact what was happening to her, and she still had a smile on her face. I put a pink bow because every morning before school when I was younger, she would take out a ribbon pin and she would always put pink bows in my hair, and I freaking loved it. I also replaced the L in gold for the kidney ribbon and color. I also have 3 stars at the bottom, which I still want to keep personal, but this was my first tattoo ever. This was my second tattoo. I am enough the way I am. I got this on my rib cage. It did not hurt until probably 30 minutes into it because I was getting so fidgety and I was sweating. It was uncomfortable, but I was at a low point in my life with self-esteem, and this quote helped me quite a bit. I also drew this out myself. I talked about this tattoo in my last video. It says, God, give me the strength to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This tattoo means a lot to me, like I did say. It gets me up during the day when I'm down or when something's wrong. My friend Jen and Evelyn wanted to come with me, and I took their tattoo virginity. They got 2 little dinky hearts. They wanted me to get a heart, but I got a little dinky star on my hip. But I did not take a picture of it, but at least I told you guys. My next tattoo is a paw print from my dog who I had to put down, my little Cooper boy. The veterinarian gives us a sympathy card with his paw print, and I got that inked on my wrist, which I'll show you in a sec. Here is the tattoo. It says Gator Boy. He was a big, huge pit. He was a pit mix, but he was definitely a big... Here's a little picture of the shithead, Cooper. This tattoo is a lot of meaning. It says, gone but not forgotten, Aaron. My cousin, who was a brother to me, he passed away from suicide. It was the hardest thing. Him and his brother, we were all siblings, it felt like. We grew up together, very, very close. And I got this probably 2 weeks after he passed away. I do not regret this tattoo. I love it. Here was my cousin Aaron and I when we were younger. Here's a better look of what the tattoo is. Gone but not forgotten, Aaron with the heart. There is wings on both sides that wrap around my arm. Definitely a beautiful tattoo with awesome line work and detail. So on this day, I got 3 tattoos for my son. This was probably a month after I lost my son. This is a woman who's still pregnant with a baby with wings in her stomach. I did lose my son in the womb and had to give birth to him still. I want to get her hair tatted pink because I was pregnant with pink hair, and I just thought that would be a cute little personalized little twist on it. Here is the second tattoo I got. It says Kane with his handprint on my right side of my shoulder. I got it on my right side of my shoulder for the fact with my left hand, I could put my left hand on my right side of the shoulder, kind of like I'm grabbing his hand, kind of making me feel I'm closer to him in a way. I love this tattoo, his little tiny hand. I miss the little guy. This is a little picture of my little Kane Aaron. Here's the third tattoo I got that day. It's wings on the back of my neck with his birth and his death date. I got the initial K for his name, Kane, on my right hand finger. I did get another initial on my left hand finger, but I had to cover it with a cover-up, but it's so bad I have to cover it with another cover-up. I would post it, but I'm very embarrassed by it. For the people who know me, you guys know I like to show my son off, but here's a picture of him and I, of me holding him for the first time. You can tell he's doing the little rock and roll sign with his little left hand. This tattoo gets a lot of questions of why do you have a snowflake on your arm? Why I have a snowflake on my arm is because when I found out my son did pass away, I was looking outside the window crying and screaming. The nurse that was on call that day, I loved her to death, and she put her hand on my shoulder and she said, "Those are Cain's kisses coming down," and that has always stuck with me. And I have snowflakes all over my body and I want to get more, but this tattoo specifically means the world to me, and I think just the snowflake is my favorite tattoo of all of them. Also, to add, there were snowflakes the day he died, and there were snowflakes on his wake and funeral day. What are the odds of that? This is when they tattooed his feet prints and they finished up the snowflake. Here is my beautiful sleeve that I get asked about all the time. My tattoo guy and I talked about his feet print going up so that it could be looking like he's going up the stairs of the gates of heaven. The little person holding the balloons is my son going up the gates of heaven. Just such beautiful detail on the gate and just the sunrise going through the gate and the clouds. It's breathtaking. I get so many compliments and I can't thank him enough for doing this tattoo for me. I'll definitely leave his information down below. His name is Marc and I would definitely go check out his work. All my tattoos are depressing. Come on, let's be honest. So I thought about, well, this local tattoo shop where I live, they have a machine that you put 25 cents in and you get what you get. And this is what I got, and I got it tattooed on my foot, which you'll see in a sec. Here's my dumbass waiting because I'm so impatient. But here's the tattoo I got. It was $50, but 25 cents in. So yeah, it was a $50 tattoo. It was pretty fun. Out of all the tattoos I have had my neck, my hand, my rib, my elbow. The foot is the most painful spot that I have ever felt. So I'm very shocked that I actually do have a place on my body where it actually hurts. Here is my first neck tattoo. It says, "You are solid gold." I like how it's delicate and everything. The neck did not hurt. Here's the other thing on my neck. It is a flower. I did another 25 cents thing. You get what you get. And I got stuck with a flower. The guy said he would put color in there for me since I go there a lot. And it reminds me of a traditional tattoo. And it's huge, but I freaking love it. And I get tons of compliments on it. I just wanted to share this picture real quick. It is me in my scrubs going to work. And as you can see, I'm not wearing any long sleeve shirt. It feels good because I am in the medical field and it doesn't define who I am, and it does not define how I work with having tattoos or piercings. And I did get to have my piercings in still, so it did feel good showing who I truly am, and I'm not having to take out my piercings nor having to hide my tattoos. Here is my hand tattoo. It does say "beautiful" with a flower. I tried to connect it with the one on my wrist with the pregnant woman who is pregnant with the angel baby, because pregnancy is truly beautiful. It's a lot of work, but it's just crazy how much the body can change and what you can bring into the world. And here's me today, showing off my tattoos and everything that I'm proud of. Definitely gonna have more and I'll definitely share. But thank you guys for watching again. Hopefully I'll be back soon. Sorry, my life has been hectic. I'll post when I can, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, Matt's fam.